musician traveling the world for gold. Somebody's made of plastic and some other things I love. Won't you come along with me? There's no time for rejection. Hold on tight, such a delight. It's Brian's Wrestling Collection. Me.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian Hardy and welcome to another episode of Brian's Wrestling Collection. And today here on the show, we've got Series 17 unboxing. Ken Shamrock, Warrior, Dingo Warrior, Ultimate Warrior, AJ Styles, and Shawn Michaels. Let's go! All right. It took me 3 times to Target to find these figures. I originally skipped out on the Ultimate Warrior one on the very first trip that I had made to Target because I was too busy buying AEW stuff. So then I said, if it's there the next time, I'll go back and grab it. I was unsure if I was going to collect this series, but then seeing it over and over again, I was like, you know what? So the only thing we don't have for the series is the Chase Ken Shamrock, which is in blue, but we did get a hold of the green Ken Shamrock. And this thing's cool, and the best part about this is this one and the Shawn Michaels I ended up getting for like $11 and change because they were on their clearance at Target. Why they do that with figures when they're first put out, I have no clue. It's kind of bummed out because I've got a Ron Simmons Farouk APA Acolytes figure that I need the Bradshaw with, and million people are like, yeah, I'll sell you the Bradshaw, man. Like $30, $40, it's yours, man. Like 25, and I'll ship it to you, no cost, man. Like, and I'm like, no, you're missing the point. The point is I'm trying to find the deal, and I found the deal on the Farouk one, and I paid like $10 for that, like $10.99 clearance at Target. But I was not going to pay full price for the Bradshaw one. Does that make me sound horrible? Whatever, I don't care. But either way, yeah, Ken Shamrock, titles, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion. I don't actually know if these are always, point on or not with the titles, because I was reading a Bret Hart one, like, not too long ago, and I'm like, it didn't even have, like, all the titles that he won. It just had, like, a title or two. So I'm like, it makes people, I don't know, not think that, these guys were, more champions than they really were. So I don't know. Anyway, I was just making a statement. I wasn't talking about Ken Shamrock, but the world's most dangerous man already established himself as one of the all-time greats inside the octagon when he debuted in the WWE. Shamrock's reputation for snapping and tapping preceded him. Once in the zone, he would refuse to let go of his submissions, making him one of the most feared superstars in the locker room. I think he belly-to-bellied more referees than he probably should have in his career, especially in the beginning there. Poor Mike Chioda definitely took the blunt of a couple of those belly-to-belly suplexes from time to time. But this figure is pretty cool. So, as always, we've got the Mattel hands. I really, once again, could care less about those. They kind of just go into a really big bag. I mean, if it's, like, predominantly something that a guy should be, doing with his hands, then I'll change it. But if not, most of the time, the hands they come with are pretty cool. Jeez, I want to break this thing. It's always got those little deals around the wrists, and I'm always afraid I'm going to break the hand off. Maybe that's why it comes with extra hands. But this Shamrock figure is pretty cool. I wanted to take the belt off, which I normally don't do, but I just wanted to make sure that he had Shamrock there on the trunks, which he does. It's a cool figure. They released the red one years ago. So now we've got red, green, and blue. It's just a cool Shamrock figure. The Intercontinental title, very detailed, very cool. So that's it for that Shamrock figure. Up next, I guess we'll go with Warrior. Even though I snagged the Warrior and the AJ Styles today. I'm going to open this up, then I'm going to read you guys the back real quick before I tear the back all apart. Thing I liked about this as soon as I saw it was it had the Dingo Warrior head, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I am going to end up getting another one of these and then putting the other head onto it. So we've got Ultimate Warrior titles, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion. An imposing figure debuted in the Dallas-based promotion World Class Championship Wrestling in 1986. This face-painted powerhouse known as the Dingo Warrior dominated the competition before a blazing road to the WWE. There he evolved into Ultimate Warrior, set a new standard for strength and perseverance, and left a legacy as one of the most unforgettable WWE champions of all time. So look at that. That's a cool little world-class style head there, early WWF day, and then you've got his Ultimate Warrior head, which, like I said, we'll have to get another one of these figures, and I'll have to display them as both because it's just too cool. Man, I'll tell you, like I said, these figures, when it comes to the wrists being locked in, they scare the hell out of me. All right, so here's Dingo Warrior. I'm going to leave him alone as is. That's pretty cool. Jim Hellwig with a mustache and his hair all kind of like slicked back, combed back, whatever. So that's cool. Dingo Warrior. So that's the second one of that series. I'm going to try to get these hands out a little later on so that way I don't got to make a bunch of noise while I'm recording this right now. Up next, we'll go with AJ Styles. That's a cool AJ figure right here. So I'll tell you about it right now. AJ Styles, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion. WWE or WCW's 2001 roster featured exciting young talent who were just waiting for their chance to make their mark in the business. One of those superstars was a young high flyer from Georgia named AJ Styles, pulling off moves few had ever seen. Though WCW closed its doors soon after his debut, everyone who saw him knew AJ Styles' future didn't just look bright, it looked phenomenal. Some people, you know, I don't know where you would know AJ Styles from, but for me, very first time I ever saw AJ Styles was on TNA back in the early 2002 days, and there also was a company and promotion that was released on DVD in Walmart when I was younger. Not XPW. I think it was like, I'm really spacing on the name right now, but it was ran by Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, XWF. Sorry, there we go. I was like, God, I'm spacing on that. XWF. And AJ Styles had some really, really, really good cruiserweight style matches in XWF on those DVDs, and this is the AJ Styles that we get. Now, the cool thing is I've seen a lot of people taking the head off of this AJ Styles figure and putting it on like his newer gear figures, and I think that's really awesome. Kind of takes it to a throwback of the TNA days. But yeah, this is cool for sure. I don't know if I would have chosen you know, the brown trunks, the brownish maroonish trunks that he's got on, but hey, you know, whatever. And then it does come with a WCW Nitro shirt, which I guess I will end up putting on him just for the sake of nostalgia. But yeah, that was a cool figure. I was having trouble today. I was walking through the store and I was like, you know, I've just, like I said, been getting like one a week pretty much. And I ended up snagging this figure up when I was, you know, at the store today along with the Dingo Warrior. But it was kind of funny because like I said, I've only been getting like one of these figures from each series per week, but I snagged them both up today and I was only going to get the Warrior. But either way, there's AJ and his WCW Nitro shirt, so that's pretty cool. Throwback figure. Last but not least, in my opinion, the best figure of this entire series. We're talking about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Man. All right, here we go. WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion. There's other titles that he won down the line. Maybe they're just talking about like when he was in this outfit. I don't know. I mean, he was European champion, you know, all that stuff, whatever. All right, Shawn Michaels made his mark as a tag team trailblazer as part of the Rockers, but had larger ambitions. With a single super kick, he broke his tag team. With a single super kick, he broke his tag team. He broke Brutus Barber Beefcake's shop window, and he broke through WWE's glass ceiling. The Heartbreak Kid emerged from shattered pieces of the Rockers, beginning a path to becoming one of the greatest superstars in WWE history. Yeah, I don't know why. I just always like these old school style Shawn figures. It doesn't matter whether he's Hasbro. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, Mattel like this. It's just, these things are awesome. So it says, I'm too sexy for this crowd on the back of his jacket there. And yeah, these figures, man, like I said, I know like years ago they released like a Royal Rumble figure from Royal Rumble 95 with like his gear on like this and stuff. I don't know, it's just very nostalgic for me, especially being a child. I mean, I was a Shawn Michaels fan, I was a Bret Hart fan, Hogan, Warrior, Savage, Flair, like, yeah, all those guys back in the day, like when I was really, really young. So yeah, this was cool though. This was Shawn breaking off onto his own after his little, you know, stint with Marty Jannetty throwing him through the barbershop window and all that stuff. But I definitely think this is the best Shawn Michaels era, you know, of his career. Some may argue that. I don't know, but I think so. So anyway, guys, this is Brian Hardy. This has been Series 17 of the WWE Legends figures. It was a pretty cool figure haul today, so there it is. Boom, right there. And yeah, I'm glad to have had a little bit of a happier episode today in comparisons to the other day, you know, but it is what it is. I thought that they did a beautiful ceremony for Jay Briscoe yesterday. I was going to originally drive down to Delaware, and some stuff came up with my family, and I ended up watching it yesterday from the living room. So yeah, it was a very, very, very nice tribute, a very nice send-off for him. And like I said, he'll always be in our hearts, and we're going to keep those stories about him going. We're going to keep the memory of Jay Briscoe alive and well for everybody. So, guys, until next time, this is Brian Hardy for Brian's Wrestling Collection saying keep on slamming.